Alright, so this is me, Bret, Dillon, and Travis. We're going to do some podcast style commentary. We're going to go by War-Daddies because all three of us have kids, at least one. Travis is, I think, the oddball out with more.
Yeah, I got two.
Yeah. And then for this first episode, I think we're going to talk about the Great Plains Masters, where people are in standings right now. Talk about Show Me Showdown, since Dillon, you went to that and you placed fairly well. You went
First.
4-1, I believe.
Yep. Little bitty one.
Little bitty one. Yeah, same weekend that we had the Oklahoma Open that me and Travis attended. And then I think we'll talk about Vault Wars, since Travis, you TO that. And how many years have you been doing that one?
This will be the 5th year.
This coming year, or this was the 5th year?
This coming year will be the 5th one.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
So I think we'll start in with our GPM rankings right now, and we've got Alex, Cotter, LaRon, Tristan, Dale, Carson, Surziski. I am going to be terrible with names, just going to put that out there. I work in trades, and I am a potato brain. We got Luke Springett, Keegan Graves, Dylan Holmes, and Joe. I can never pronounce his last name. I always know he's just the professor from Sparkle Motion. Running out our top 8 right now. And we're, what, halfway done with the season, you guys think?
Right
Just
about,
yeah.
Yeah, so good time to look at it. We're halfway through the year. I hit 4 GTs already, so I've got that part of the Masters circuit done. What about you guys?
Let's see. For this year, where am I?
This year I am just sucking.
Travis Boson,
I'm
34th.
34th. So yeah, I've got the participation filled out. 150 points.
150.
5 RTs, 4 GTs.
And the GT
No
TOing
placement.
counts as just participation, correct?
What was that?
When you TO, it counts as.
Yeah.
So, which I imagine TO is a nightmare.
No, it's not that bad. It's easy.
Easy. Where's Dylan?
He's 20th.
He's 20th.
He's the best
Yep.
of us.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missing a few GTs. Got 1 decent placing and 2.
Participation.
Right.
Yeah, you
Yep.
only placed 1 higher than me at Vault Wars. And
Yep. Fell
We
down on my
crushed
face
each
in
other.
round 4.
yeah. So, I think with half of it done, I think there's still a lot of room for people to take over some of those top 8 spots, get rid of some
yeah.
of the scores they have that maybe they didn't do as well, or they were getting ready for Worlds, because several of the Worlds players look like they're really close to that top 8.
Yeah, I know Alex and Tristan, Keegan,
Yeah, they all went.
they all went, yeah.
And then, like, we have Joel Fulmeyer.
Oh, yeah.
He was at Worlds. Daniel Patterson, Jose Ariando, Carter Babs.
Yep.
They were all there.
And then Derek Hildebrand got the golden ticket for next year at Vault
Yep.
Wars.
We did get that golden ticket. He'll be running Heartrender for us in a couple months.
Yep.
So you'll have to watch out, because I think you're about to get passed by a little Alec Anders, Travis. He doesn't have all of his RTTs yet.
Yeah.
But he's complaining. He said four GTs in 4 months is too much. I'm going to too many tournaments. And he's like, I don't know if I want to go to Midwest Bash. And I told him, well, I'm going regardless. Dillon's going. Travis is going to skip out on us.
Yep. But I'm going to Heartrender. I'll be there.
Heartrender's going to be awesome. Heartrender is right by me. I don't have to travel. I can stay home. And it's the weekend of my birthday.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be fun. So
Looks like for Heartrender, if we want to switch gears, they've got 30 players out of the 50 limit. And I know there's at least one yes for Springfield and 2 more maybes that need to buy tickets.
yeah. There you go, people. There's still 20 tickets, and I think Dillon's slacking and hasn't got his approval to go yet.
Not quite yet. Working on that one.
Working.
Now that I finally found lists I like.
Man, that's what Bash is for. Test the list and figure out what to change. So, yeah. Midwest Bash, it's the one coming up. Game Night Shop is their link for buying your ticket, not normal BCP. I do not know how many tickets are left for this one. I still need to buy it. They also have a doubles tournament. The first year me and my son went, we played in the doubles, and I think we got absolutely smashed every time.
Doubles is the most fun you can have in this entire game right now.
I would like to play in the doubles, but I'll be driving up that Friday, and it's about a 6-hour drive from the Wichita area. So I'll get there to enjoy that.
Nice.
So we got Bash coming up, Heartrender. I think we're still waiting on some information for the Taxman, Midwest Conquest, and Bug Eater, which are all previously done. The Nebraska crew's hosting a new tournament the same weekend as Heartrender.
Yeah, Big Beef.
I think I have that picture. There we go.
There's the schedule.
There's the schedule. So, yeah. Bash, Heartrender, Big Beef Beatdown. That's what it's called. See? Maybe some of the people up in the Nebraska, Kansas City area. I don't know how far Kansas City and Omaha are apart. I know for me to go to Omaha, it's about a 6-hour drive.
That's what it is for me too. 6 hours flat.
Wow.
Oof.
So, and then we'll have Adepticon. Doesn't count for our Masters, but people say it's awesome. I've never been. Have either of you?
Not yet.
No, I haven't.
Hoping to one day soon.
And then Taxman, I missed this last year. I can't remember why I missed it. I wanted to go. I think I ended up going to a funeral. Maybe. But we're going to try and get there again. Midwest Conquest. Haven't been in the middle of May. Or end of May, right before Labor Day, Bug Eater, Labor Day weekend, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Hoghammer. That's the one in Arkansas?
Right.
Did
Yeah,
either
there's-
of you go to that this last year?
I didn't.
Nah.
It was-
Tried to make it out, but-
Last year was during my anniversary, so I couldn't do that.
Didn't this happen to like a lot of the events are around your family's anniversaries,
Yeah.
birthdays, and
Yeah.
It's like they're doing it on purpose.
Right.
they don't want to see you at these events.
Yeah. How am I supposed to succeed?
Host more TOs. Tournaments yourself. Stummergeddon. I don't really know anything about this. I know it's
That's
not
Don's-
going to be the
Best
Steve's
event ever.
tournament this year.
That's
What?
Don's tournament. He's running it in Springfield. It's last year was 8-man teams. I don't know if he's keeping that this year, but he had 64 players last year.
Hopefully.
I
Mega
think I
fun.
saw a thing that said they were taking away the team part of it.
No, he just got rid of the 4 S's just to call it Summergeddon instead of Summer
Oh.
God. Summergeddon Super Squad Series. Some other
Okay,
S.
then I
Yeah.
just completely misunderstood. It was like I
No.
hear getting rid of the Super Squad Summer Geddon, and it's like, so it's just a tournament now? No.
No,
Teams.
it's still teams.
Okay, because I was like, sounds like fun. Once we get into like these summer months,
Super fun.
me personally, I have trouble getting them because I work in an HVAC industry, so schools are replacing rooftops, and that means I'm working a lot. But if I'm lucky, I'm going to try and go to something. But got choices. We got Hoghammer, Summergeddon, Gateway Open. I have not been to the Gateway Open. That
It's
is
a good
It's
one.
really fun
It's a good
time.
one. Yeah,
Is it?
was my first GT ever. Back
ever.
in 2021.
Yeah. The good things about it. The only problem is it's in St. Louis. So once again, I'm looking at a 6-hour drive, and if it's on the same weekend as this Holton GT, I can stay at my cousin's in Topeka, and I have a 20-minute drive.
Right.
And,
Nice.
and the Holton one was a blast. There was a lot of night hunt and a lot of cities and stuff being played there. And I played against Keegan, and he kicked my ass. Then we'll have NashCon, not part of the circuit. Anyone
No.
go to that ever?
I've been
Real
to
fun
it.
event, yeah.
I've been to it in 2022. It was pretty fun. Just like 100
Super
players.
fun event, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that format that more people need to be doing with the 2-list sideboard kind of thing.
Yeah, that's like the one where like you're going into a matchup and you can kind of swap your list a little bit to like a secondary list.
Yeah, you bring 2 lists, both you and your opponent reveal at the same time which list you're going to be playing. So it gives you a good way to like shore up weaknesses for your army. Adds a super fun layer of depth to singles tournaments, since you're less susceptible to being just I just drew the worst possible counter and I just lose at deployment kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
a really fun event, really cool format that nobody else uses, and it's so sad.
Yeah, that's one of those tournaments I'd love to get out to. I haven't been to Nashville in probably, oh man, I think the last time I went to Nashville was when I went to Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds, the American Worlds. That was in like 2013. Oh, that makes me feel old. It's been as long as my son's been alive. So that one's cool. Then we got Flying Monkey. That was my very first GT 4 years ago, I think now also. First tournament I went to, played Stormcast. It was great. Derek ran it this last year. Charles had been the TO before that. I think you missed this one again, Travis, because of your anniversary or
No, daughter's birthday.
daughter's birthday. See, you got to get your daughter playing this more. So,
Well, she's building her Seraphon, so
Nice.
and Seraphon now have the revive with a Slan CP.
yep.
About time.
Yeah, I think Sylvaneth might be the only army that it doesn't just cost a CP to do.
Yeah, but you're bringing an 800-point god model for it, and it can swing the game pretty hard, so, little good, little bad.
Yeah, maybe leave it on that 4-up. Probably go away with the new book when they get it, anyways.
Probably, yeah.
LVO, big, huge tournament. They've moved it into the October months.
Mm-hmm.
They had, 120 people this last year? I think is what I saw.
Yeah, it's gotten quite a bit smaller than it used to be.
Yeah, but it was the first year. So they had it in end of
January.
January, and
Yeah.
then we had it again in October,
Hmm.
which
Not ideal.
probably doesn't help.
Right.
We had well, Gavin won it again with his Cruel Boys, I believe, this year.
Hmm.
Um, Vault Wars, Springfield. I do intend on showing back up for that. That was a blast of a tournament.
Good to hear.
The costume contest was a blast.
When it's around Halloween, you might as well, right?
Yeah, and you're right there again, so maybe you should go ahead and just make that a permanent addition.
Yeah, might as well. Uh, it replaced the build and paint a table of terrain, and then people would used to judge on that. But the last few years, we haven't had too many people participate in that, so I figured more would dress up than print a table and bring that.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have the bandwidth to make a table of terrain myself. I would probably be one of those guys that just buys it all pre-made and put 2 or 3 colors on it and call it a day.
I think I've done 3 or 4 tables for meta. But it's a nice change of pace, you know. Big stuff, get the big brush out, put Agrax Earthshade on everything, it looks great.
And then Show Me Showdown. We'll have it on the 6th and 8th. I think that's a date change from the previous.
A little bit, yeah. They're trying very hard not to conflict with everything else, since this year it was so tiny because in a like 4-hour radius there was 3 majors.
Yeah, so we had the Oklahoma Open, which Chase has not got the date down, but I'm willing to bet it'll be about the same weekend. Show Me, and then was it Wayfair that was also the same
Yeah.
week?
Warfare.
Warfare. See, that's not one I'm familiar with either. But
It's a teams
Teams
tournament
this year,
in St.
yeah.
Louis. Yeah.
See,
More teams, more good.
it'd be cool to see more team stuff, but we're also everything is like put here in the Great Plains. They're like, yeah, we want all these individual tournaments.
Both are good. Like having a mix of them finally starting to show up.
Yeah.
Teams is starting to get a little more popular in the States, and I think
Yeah.
people are finally starting to see that it is where a lot of fun can be had.
Well, you get one-on-one, and you're having a blast with your opponent usually, and then because I mean we were all laughing during our games, from what I recall.
Mhm.
Famously hid like a coward from Travis. And Dillon wanted to eat elves, and instead he lost his dragons to elves, which then he murdered.
Yeah, all's well that ends well.
Yeah, but you get 2 guys having fun, and team, you're going to just compound that. You'll have what, anywhere from 4 to 8 guys per team, and a lot of these tournaments I recall were they usually get about 20 of the participants, and they all go eat dinner together.
Yep.
Yeah, we did that at Midwest Bash last year. We went to a hibachi place, and it was a blast.
I think the meal took 3 hours, but yeah, it was fun.
It does take 3 hours. It was, yeah. Who was I talking to? We were talking about anime, I think, almost the whole dinner. It was a blast. I know people are already going to be like, okay, where are we going to go in Wichita for that meal? And
Yeah.
Ash is probably going to be having people talk about that. So let's go into Vault Wars a bit more. What's that been like running for the last 4 years now?
So it started out with Tyler Emerson and I, and we were coming out of COVID. We wanted to run a GT, and we wanted to do it well. And so he kind of had all these ideas on, how to set up the pack and get vendors and all that stuff. But he didn't want to be the person running the tournament. So I had been running Springfield's tournaments since 2020. And so, I said, okay, I'll do that. And then the store, wanted to throw in some more fun things. Like they had an idea, kind of like how NashCon used to do, of third kind of objectives that you would complete throughout the games, and then you would get a ticket or a key, a vault key, and unlock stuff. We played with that a lot, and then we couldn't find a way to make it still work with the competitive aspect of, I guess that would have been second edition, and a second when we started doing that, maybe third. I think it was third. And so we didn't do that, but we made a heck of a good packet. Made sure that everybody understood all the rules, and then just let it happen. And then every year, I try to improve upon both the tournament and the packet so that it's more clear, it's more fun, and more people show up. I've been averaging about 50 players every year. I think one year was low at like 36, but the rest we've been pretty close to 50. So yeah, we pride ourselves on having mats that match with our terrain. We have about 25 to 30 tables of matching terrain and mats that we all store in the meta back room, and yeah, just have fun.
Yeah, I was surprised how large that building was.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's like 10,000 square feet. in the
Yeah,
back
I
room.
walked in and from the street view, it's like, man, this is kind of a small building, especially because it looks like strip mall. And you walk in and you just keep walking,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was really cool. And like the whole back part, I guess, of that strip mall is just theirs.
Yeah, yeah, they've won a few awards for like game store design and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you think the hardest part is trying to keep the tournament getting better and more, and making the packet
Um,
better?
Probably just knowing all the niche rules interactions, or how to look them up and find the answer in the heat of the moment. I know the Malortal guys are a little salty with one of the rulings I made this last Vault Wars, because I said it was a Stormcast interaction where when the Lord Terminos fights, on the ability it says a unit of reclusions in combat with him can also fight. Well, the Terminos fought, the other player pulled his models out of combat with the reclusions. The reclusions hadn't charged, and so I ruled, well, it says you can fight. When you fight, you pile in, so like one or two of the reclusions could pile in and fight. I think it was a month later, GW issued a FAQ on that and said, no, that's not how it works. You still have to charge to be able to pile in.
Or just be
And-
eligible, yeah.
Yeah, to be eligible to fight. And so I got a lot of shit from that one, but it's fine.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of interaction popped up a few times now. It's like, oh, I vaguely remember hearing about it after, and really when the GW FAQ came out is when it, I think, came to light to me.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's a bad time to be a TO. Like, the wording makes sense. It's like, well, he fought, so he's triggering, but then you need to actually be in combat to get the trigger.
Right.
And it's like both of them can make sense.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's how I felt, and I was like, well, it seems like they should be able to pile in since they're activating, but oh well. So one bad rule call for that tournament, not too bad.
Yeah.
But I mean that's probably the hardest part. Getting trophies. I usually work with the store on that. The swag bags, I've done it quite a bit now, so I just do Baron of Dice, find a 3-inch stick. We have a local guy who prints, so I usually hit him up and be like, hey, can you make me 60 of these or something like that. Alex Cotter and his wife own a gaming store, gaming accessory store, so they throw in buttons that are made from GHB cutouts. So you get like the Sylvaneth icons or Nurgle icons, that kind of stuff.
Really?
A little button. I did a Baron of Dice order for Vault Wars Dice. Was it about 3 years ago now? Because he said a minimum of 500 dice. I still have probably 200 to 300 dice sitting in my garage ready to be given out. Since we only have 60 or 50 to 60 people a tournament, so I only give away 2 a time. So yeah, there's nothing really hard about running a tournament. Just gotta do it.
I was not aware that Alex Cotter was doing hobby, like, business kind of things.
Yeah, he goes to a lot of the local like Comic Cons or whatever cons they're about, and they set up a little shop and sell buttons, 3D printed stuff, patches, all sorts of stuff.
Sick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna maybe have to hit him up for stuff
Yeah.
too now.
I'll have to find what his website is so we can plug that for next time.
Yeah, next time we'll have to plug that. How long do you think you'll be running Vault Wars? Like, is that you're just gonna make sure it happens every year, or do
Yeah,
you think you'll turn it over at some time? And
maybe. I mean, Don started running Summer Get In. He's interested in running more tournaments. Tristan Dale has become our. Whenever I can't run a RT, he started running them. So we'll see if I retire from the tournament running business. I do enjoy the glory of it.
yeah. So what? So was it Tyler Emerson? Is he the one who came up with the Highlander idea, or was that like a joint thing, or had someone?
Yeah, he unofficially came up with it, and then Rob with the Honest Wargamer kind of blasted it, and so everybody attributed it to Rob. But yeah, Tyler was the one who started testing it and saying, "Hey, what do you all think about this?" And so yeah, Tyler's the official Highlander person, and that's the only way he will build lists now. He'll send me a list and be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, running 5 chosen kind of sucks. You should probably double it or run 2 units of these Varangard and stuff." He's like, "I can't. It's Highlander, man. Gotta keep that 9." It's like, oh my god.
Ugh.
that 9 was brutal. I
Yeah.
spent weeks trying to figure out how to run cities for that, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
I would really love 20 more normal Cavaliers, and it's like I can't do that. That won't work.
Yeah. Yeah, the format's fun. It's just the current game design really does not encourage anything resembling Highlander right now. If you want the list to be as functional as it possibly can. It's not like there's not stuff out there that can work. Just game design is still not quite there.
Right. Like, Tyler and I have been looking at the leaked Nurgle rules and list building, and my list is 2x20 Rotbringers, 2 units of the Sloven Knights, Horticulus, a Beast of Nurgle, a Lord of Plagues, and then I'm doing Scalador's Chosen, just for some, I guess, difference than a normal Nurgle list.
Mm-hmm.
And so I send him that, and he's like sending me his, and it's 9 War Scrolls and all this other stuff. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Dylan, can you think of anything you want to talk about Vault Wars?
It's a super fun event. Really like the location. Game night's just always awesome. Going up there tomorrow for a little RTT they've got. Or not game night, sorry, meta games.
Meta, yeah.
Living between the two, St. Louis and Springfield, everything gets crossed in my brain.
Yeah, you live in the middle of nowhere.
Yup. But yeah, no, super fun event. You've got people from as far away as Austin and Houston driving up for it. So clearly you're doing something right.
Yeah, we had people from Canada, Florida, New York.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. You're going to have to set up a little map of where are you from?
Right.
No, I definitely want to keep Vault Wars on my list of I am going to make it a priority to go. It was a blast. I had fun. My son had fun. He enjoyed dressing up like a little plague doctor all day. I say that. I think he ditched the costume within 10 minutes because it was so hot.
Yeah, there's a lot of temporary costumes.
His was pretty great.
Yeah.
Next year you'll be like, no, you gotta wear the costume the whole day. Give them a year to build it and tweak it so they're comfortable.
Right. I was expecting more of the blow up dinosaurs for Seraphon players.
We actually pulled his out of our storage bins, and he almost brought it. But the problem was he wouldn't have been able to see anything. He would have been stuck in an inflatable costume. But what we didn't know is his grandma bought him like the Velociraptor inflatable costume
Sick.
for that Halloween. So it was like, man, if this had been after, he could have been his own little Agrodon or Hunter,
Yeah.
just going around with it. So, yeah, Vault Wars was a blast. Everyone I've ever talked to, they love it. It's the Highlander's fun too. I think you had what 9, 11 guys of us doing it.
Yeah, I think so.
So, well, I mean, yeah, don't make it mandatory because people will hate it, but
No, yeah, it's totally optional.
As a bonus, it's a really good one.
it is.
You get a nice big sword.
Yeah, where'd the sword idea come from?
Well, it's a Highlander. You
Yeah.
gotta have a nice two-handed sword.
Duh.
I could have sworn I saw some katanas in there from previous years.
Not us.
Not you?
That's other people. We've always done claymores.
Okay. Let's go talk about Show Me. How was that one, Dylan? You
Really
went
fun event.
4-1.
It's a huge con out there. Again, the AoS side was only 12 people, I think, because, again, we're just splitting the weekend with every other event in the world, apparently. Somehow they got a golden ticket. There are 2 golden tickets for the AoS side and 40k. So snagged one of those. The Kansas crew's just a bunch of fun dudes. Love them. Would happily play with them any day of the week. Yeah, big big fun event. They're moving that weekend or rearranging the problems they had with the rest of the Masters being on the same weekend, so shouldn't be competing with for space quite so much this time.
Yeah, this year looks like it's on my birthday weekend.
Nice, so good reason to come out.
Yeah.
It'll be on your birthday?
Yeah, mine's November 7th.
Oh, nice. So your wife can't tell you no.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, might try to tell you no. It's like, hey, what I want is to go to Kansas City and play Warhammer 2 weeks after Vault Wars.
Yeah,
Sick.
and then whenever OK Open is, probably go to that one too.
Yeah, and they're like, well, I went to that one last year, so I gotta go again.
Yeah. You have to. It's required.
Yeah. Not supposed to drop tournaments after you attend them once, right? Yeah, I heard some of the people, I guess, that I know that were playing 40K saw you, Dillon. They're like, yeah, he had really short shorts.
Good.
That's his calling card.
It is his calling card.
A brand at this point. It's like 4 different states we've gone to. Get
Yeah.
recognized by that.
It is very recognizable. It's like, hey, there's the guy with the shortest shorts in existence, and he wants to make them shorter. And it's like, at this point, we're just going to have to get you a pair that says, call me daddy.
Yep. I'm about it.
So. Are you going to try and hit the Show Me Showdown again?
If we're still here, we're supposed to be moving sometime around November next year, but it might be earlier. Hopefully we're still here for it, because it was a pretty cool event. I am blanking on his name. The organizer was
Drew?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Yeah. Real cool guy. He's really wanting more people to get out there and play. The con is just enormous, so great reason to go even if you're not going to play very much.
Good to know. Yeah, if we're split up like that, I'm pretty sure my son will be sick of Warhammer in 2 months. Hitting, like, Monkey, Vault Wars, maybe Show Me, and Oklahoma City.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot in a very short window.
Good. More. Always more.
Always more. Yes. Keep making more tournaments, everyone. We like having 1 or 2 in a 6-hour driving bubble.
Absolutely.
But it's a lot of work from what I hear. A lot of, especially when you're doing your first one.
Mhm.
Yeah, first one's scary, but then you get used to it.
Any suggestions you would tell people when they're doing their first one?
I mean, just make sure people are having fun. Don't take everything too serious. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just always be improving.
Mhm.
So just build on year, and
Yeah, see what works, what doesn't work, change stuff.
yeah.
I don't even know how much stuff I've changed. Paint judging for sure. I think the first year we found out one of my paint judges was colorblind.
Oh, no.
So he was rating some beautiful armies very poorly,
Oh,
and we were like, "What are you doing?" So
did he know?
he knew, but we didn't. So,
That is hilarious.
yeah.
So I'm guessing both of you would say we need a tournament kind of like NashCon in the circuit.
Oh,
Like
100%.
that 2-list style.
I would be
I'm not running it. but
super big
someone
fan.
else can. Yeah.
Someone else can. You hear that, Dawn or Tristan? Bring one of those to Springfield.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like an Oklahoma thing.
They do have the Dark Omens, which is what Oklahoma Open is now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How many dice did you throw in that bag?
Me? Every time it came by, I gave him one.
I never heard what happened with the dice at the end.
So, as I understood it, the top person at the top table had to use those dice.
What?
Oh,
So I think it was James Matthews had to roll with the throwaway dice that everybody used.
They had mandatory dice.
So there was they were bringing a collection bag around. So if you had dice that were just like throwing absolutely awful, you could throw them
Okay.
into this bag.
Nothing but ones. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Beautiful.
yeah,
Okay, now I'm
And-
on board. That's amazing.
and it
So-
was like
Yeah.
yeah. And then I think if you won with them, like they were going to do something, but I don't know if he won.
I don't know.
I think he went 4-1. I think he lost that final round because Alex Cotter won it with his trolls.
Yeah. There was a few 5-0s, but yeah.
And there was a few 5-0s. It's been 2 months. I am blanking on some of
Let's
it.
see. I've got the stats. I've got the
You got-
stats here.
That's why you're here. You got all the stats.
It was Alex and then James Matthews. Oh, and Ben Bauman or Bauman. Ben and Alex were 5-0s. James Matthews was a 4-1. So I don't know who James played.
I
Those-
don't remember.
Yeah.
So let's see. What else do we got? So we went over this. We got Derek running the next tournament. Ron's
Oh,
running a
yeah,
tournament
the
next.
Ron, then
the
Derek.
very next tournament. So all you guys within striking distance, this is your chance to not worry about LeRon playing and knock him down in a couple places. Which also not he went 5-0 at
Done.
Vault Wars, didn't he, with Highlander?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man
I tried
is
my
insane.
damnedest to stop him.
Yeah. That's 2 years in a row he's done it with Stormcast.
Mm-hmm.
I deployed 1 inch too close, and obviously he hit a 9-inch deep strike freaking charge that got him like
Oh,
20
jeez.
points off of that.
Oh.
Otherwise, very competitive game. Had I like remembered to bring my brain to that one, would have had a good shot at it.
Yeah. Gotta remember those 9-inch rules.
Now, see,
That-
I
that
never
is-
make those charges, so I don't even consider that somebody else would.
I really don't like rolling over 9s, but sometimes you roll it just to see if you get it.
Yeah, you gotta at least try.
And it's
Yeah.
it's like, if you don't roll it, you never get it. Because I remember at RTT, I was playing Seraphon with Gotrek in 3rd, and
Mm-hmm.
they did a movement with Korn, and it put them 12 inches away from Gotrek, and Gotrek made the 12-inch charge.
Oof.
That feels good.
Oh, it felt so good because he had an incarnate, and I killed the incarnate holder on the second fight.
Oh.
Oh,
So
Bad days.
it was wild. And yeah.
so the incarnate had to fight a bloodthirster, and it ended up being still a really close game. But he's like, "That's like the worst first turn I could have had." It's like I shouldn't have made a 12-inch charge, but you roll it just because you might get it. And,
Yep. And it always happens when you least expect.
yeah,
Usually
And
on
what-
something that doesn't matter, but if it's ever a good one, that's a great day.
yeah, yeah. That I hate playing against my son because he will get you those unlucky rolls that it's like, okay, I'm going to beat you now, and it's like,
Yay.
I don't want to play you. He's like, I don't want to play you, Dad. He's like, we don't play at home because you're mean and you're going to bully me. And it's like, no, I'm only going to bully you so you can bully adults. And he's like, I like to win it against adults. This has been a great year for him. I think he's gone 3-2 in several of his tournaments so far.
Sick.
Yeah. He's on the Seraphon train right now. That was his first army when he started, and then he went goblin mode for like 3 years, and he's back on to Seraphon. We'll get him to finish the circuit out, get his maximum points per participation.
Beat me.
Yeah. Maybe he'll pass Travis. Sneak in a 4-1 and get it before I do. He'll God. If no one's ever met my son, he will talk so much shit to you. He's not doing it to be mean. He's just trying to have a good time. And
Yeah.
like he ribs Jose and other Seraphon guys at a tournament 'cause he's like, you guys are playing Seraphon wrong, and I'm going to prove it by placing better than you. And he did at Monkey. He outplaced both of them, and then he did it again at the Oklahoma Open. And he went from playing monster spam at Monkey to playing 8 Sunblood packs. It's, you're not nice.
Yeah.
Pioneer is what he is.
Yeah. Now he's like, I'm going to get rid of the Thunderers, the Profiteer. He's like, I'm just going to put more bodies on the board.
Right.
It's like, oh my god. It's like, I don't want to paint that much.
Make him paint.
How much time do you guys spend on the hobby other than playing games? Like, Dillon, you paint a lot. You've got a bunch of stuff.
Slowed down a little bit because I've almost got everything in Soulblight finally done, other than 300 zombies, and that's just not going to happen. So, come to terms with that one. Kind of eyeballing Chaos Dwarves and Slaves right now, but a lot of this is going to depend on if the rumors of the OBR book coming up real soon are true.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard any of the rumors for OBR yet.
There's been a couple of, rumor engines showing some OBR model, or OBR pieces. Everything I hear for the book from people who won't give too much information away for their NDAs is that it's a more or less copy-paste book, but all of that's kind of dated. I'm hoping it's not true, because I would really like that book to be interesting instead of the index that it is. So we'll see. Hopefully it's on the horizon.
Yeah.
If they do half as good with it as they did with Nurgle, then I will be very happy.
I listened to the Honest Wargamer on his take on Nurgle, and it was like, you're playing just the version to pass out disease, and that's about the only faction you care about?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's reasons for the others. I think that's just the generically best one in the most cases.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the most popular. It's going to really make the butt hurts because you have to actually think about your deployment on the opposing side. People hate that.
Yeah, you can't castle up, otherwise everybody gets disease real quick.
Yeah, really badly.
Yeah, I was listening to it, and it's like, you're giving disease, you're doing damage, you're giving disease, damage, and it's like, this sounds like a lot better than what Tzeentch can do with their flames right now, and that's considered really good too.
Mm-hmm. And the big part is that the game is very, very recursion heavy right now. All of the death factions are, to some extent or another, good, or at least good at that one thing. Most of the demon, or some of the chaos factions, order even a little bit. Very, very recursion heavy, and just Nurgle says no, absolutely not. We don't want that to happen. So, while, healing heavy factions will also be more or less countering the Nurgle damage output, they're not doing what they're best at while fighting Nurgle, and that's, mega, mega value.
So we're about to see a recurrence of trolls coming back into the meta because they're just a hard counter.
I'd say more or less the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, they won't be able to heal.
They don't really want that
Well, if you
running
heal
of the fight.
twice, does it really matter? Because
one of the heals will happen.
Heal and then hero phase they heal, so they should get it off at least once.
They'll get they'll get some amount of healing. They're in a less bad position than, you know, everybody else will be. But they're still not super happy for that fight.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see. I think Nurgle's pretty decent. A lot better than I think a lot of people are giving it credit for. And it's, yeah, it's not going to be a terrible day.
Yeah. I think there's some play if you want to run all the Magath Lords in the sub-faction that gives crit hits on companions.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've got all, I think, what, seven attacks at 4s and 2s, 2 Ren 3 each on the
Yeah.
Magath Lord mounts.
Yeah.
So that can get pretty gross.
The funnier thing is, I think Nurgling spam is, like,
Yeah.
legitimately not bad.
Yeah.
Don't they have that companion keyword?
They
They do,
beast, I don't think they have
unless-
companion.
That's right.
Well, beast, yeah. They do, unless you have one of the Maggot Lords there with them to be their friend.
Yeah.
And then
So
suddenly
they're
they
not
do.
beasts.
Then they're not beast. They have, I think, more control or something, and they get crit mortals.
Yeah.
Good grief. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
going to be... I think the next few months are going to be very interesting to see what we get.
Mm-hmm.
And,
So a whole lot that could be happening.
yeah, so we've got what? Fire Slayers on the horizon. We've got the OBR on the horizon. We've got... Ogres?
Ogres and... Oh, I forget the fourth one.
Nurgle was the fourth.
Was it? Okay, then yeah. Those should be the ones that we are
Yeah, OBR,
sort of aware of.
Nurgle, Fire Slayers, and Ogres.
And then we'll see what they announce was on the 17th.
Mhm.
This month?
Yeah, they said there was some preview show.
Oh, I've missed that. Oh, that should be awesome.
Mhm.
I like news. So, well, and then you started a blog called
I
the
did.
Vault Warrior. So we got Travis kicking off his orc-inspired KO army, the Orcanauts, and they are a blast to see on the table.
They're fun, yeah. I've got the big bomber as my ironclad, a bunch of other little planes to run around as either frigates or the gun haulers.
Oh, that didn't work.
No, that's just Google automatically linking words it recognizes.
How dare you, Google?
But
Look
yeah,
at those.
so that's a frigate. Those are 3 engine riggers and an engine master that I'll be running.
For February?
Possibly. I am also a Giants player, and the new reduction on the babies by 10 points allows me to run a Gatebreaker, a War Stomper, Broad, and 4 babies, which is all the big nasties of Giants. So it's between this and KO, or that and KO.
That's a lot of babies. I didn't realize you could fit that many in.
Yeah.
Mhm. Giants is a sleeper right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stick to mostly my order armies, and I am just starting to delve into death with Soulblight that I got for Christmas.
About time.
Yeah. Only need 7 more True Blades to catch up to you, Dillon.
They are so much fun. Such a stupid unit.
I think they're one of the most aesthetically pleasing units. Like,
Oh, I love them, yeah.
I
Super, super
think
fun.
they're one of the best looking models that have come out in the last few years, and Vordry looks fantastic along with them.
Right? Welcome. It's about time.
So I think that's a good covering for our first episode. A little closer to Bash, I think we'll try and get Laurent in here to talk to us, and maybe we go over lists.
Sick.
Sounds good.
So Anything else you guys want to talk about or shout out before we head off?
I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity to shit talk some of the people going to Bash. Let me go look at the roster.
Bash the Bashers.
Bash the Bashers. You can shit talk me. I haven't signed up.
Well, you are going to, aren't you?
I'm going to. I just need to go put my money in the bank and buy a ticket. I should do that. I should do that after we wrap this up and
Hell yeah.
not worry about it.
Well, let's see. I love all of you, but I'm going to beat the tar out of you. Jacob, Shopper, for your war crimes with your Sylvan F. Terrible, terrible person. Gotta burn your trees down. Jared Noli, super fun game every time, but, yeah, no. Mm-mm. You started touching Soulblight. That's a hard no for me. Jimmy, you've been running away from me for months now. I'm going to finally get you. Where'd he go? Mark Karwoski, you are shit-talking Night Haunt, but in reverse. So, yeah, that's a reason to fight you. And then I don't see anybody else in here yet who has earned my totally professional, definitely pre-thought shit-talking.
Yep.
So hopefully that's it. And then you, Bret. Oh, there. Hopefully that's all 5 people I get to fight.
That'd be a good tournament. But
5-game grudge called out here. Let's go.
He set it up. Watch you even get 3 of those as his matches. That'd be awesome.
I believe.
I believe. But if you get those, you guys are either winning or you're losing, and makes for a fun time. Anything about for you, Travis?
No, I'll be at Heartrender. See me there. Sell out Derek.
Yeah, we'll get Derek on here. We're gonna make him spill what it is to be beating everyone in the Great Plains and then just hosting all the TO tournaments and not playing. And he got some painting awards at Oklahoma.
Nice.
He's
Best
really
awards.
been working on it. His stuff's looking really good. So
No better award to get.
yeah. Well, go look at Travis's blog. It's Vault Warrior blog or the vaultwarrior.blogspot.com. Go enjoy that. He's got cool stuff. Look forward to see you guys at Heartrender and Bash. Should be fun.
Hell yeah.
That's good, man.
See you in round 2 or 3. Rather than
Yeah.
round 1 this time.
Better than round 1.